Well, what were you saying, Carrie? You want somebody to watch what?
I want a fan. I want
You want
someone
what?
to watch the podcast just because I'm on it.
I'll bet you there's dozens of pervs out there watching just because you're on.
Oh, you really think so? That makes me happy.
If we have any stalkers with some extra time on your hands, Carrie would like you to.
I wouldn't mind, because then they take the time out of their day
Yeah.
to come and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you." Hey, and I'm like, okay.
Well, welcome to Guard Dogs, Good Dogs, and Carrie's Fan Club, folks.
Ooh, I hope so.
Yeah. Anyone out there that's a Carrie fan, please send us some notes, make some messages. Say
Put
hi,
Post-it
Carrie.
notes on my car door.
Yeah.
Okay, don't go that far. You will get shot.
This is Texas. I was going to tell everybody
Yeah,
where she lives.
this is
but-
Texas.
Yeah, I don't need the bloodshed. So, hey, we're going to talk about how to be a pack leader tonight. Everybody wants to be a pack leader, right, Carrie?
Yep,
You a pretty good pack leader?
I think so. But I think my dogs run over me.
You think they run over you?
I think they run the house. But I try to make them, I run it, but I think they really do.
A lot of people think that.
Yeah. They're good sometimes.
That's the problem. So here's the good news.
Yes. I always like to hear good news.
All right, you are the pack leader. Whether they're
Okay.
running over you or not, you are the pack leader.
Okay.
The very nature of dogs means that when they're born, they're looking for someone to follow.
That's nice to know.
Yeah, they're looking for a leader. That's what they do. That's why they're a pack animal. So this is where we make a lot of mistakes. Usually when dogs are not doing what we ask them to, it's most of the time because they don't understand what we're asking them to, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I have one dog that she knows what the hell I'm saying. She just don't want to listen.
Well, that's one bitch to another, so I'm not saying that's
Oh,
applies
yeah,
in
I
that
didn't think
case.
about. She is hard-headed, but yes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So here's how the whole system works.
Okay.
All right. So first off, you got to remember, we're all getting our information from dog trainers, and or people who claim to be dog trainers.
Sorry.
And the one thing dog trainers are not known for
Dog training?
is, well, besides
Just kidding.
Besides that, is they're not known as fabulous English majors. I'm not saying that they're real big on the English language. They don't study a lot. So there's a whole lot of terms that people use in dog training people use, that are maybe a little misapplied. And so when they use it the way they mean it and the way the public hears it the way they hear it, it's kind of a miss, So the first thing we hear about is if you want to be a pack leader, you got to be alpha, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So
Not
alpha,
from you, but
Right.
from others
From
that
others.
don't know anything.
didn't have much success with, right?
And no.
So let's get a wrap around what is an alpha.
Okay.
What does alpha truly mean? In most people's mind, it's like the drill sergeant, right?
Yeah.
Is that your dog trainer that you went to said you had to be alpha,
Mhm.
right? And how did you become alpha? By being like a drill sergeant.
Yeah. He said you always have to be one up on the dog. Like if the dog is super timid and sensitive, of course you can't be a real alpha. You just have to be kind of alpha. This is how they explained it to me.
Oh, okay. I'm listening.
And then if the dog's more, outgoing and whatnot, then you need to be super alpha. That means you need to be like a drill sergeant. So I was taught you just need to be one up from your dog. From where, does that make sense?
Yeah.
From wherever your dog is, you just need to be a little bit more alpha than
Right.
the dog.
Right. So that essentially alpha in dog trainer terms means drill sergeant.
Yeah, you need to be,
Right.
yeah,
Put them in their place,
yeah.
and then they'll love you forever. Right.
Yeah,
So-
that's how I got a stubborn dog.
Yeah. Right.
They ruined her. Because of that. No, because of that, my dog is forever hard-headed as heck.
Yeah. Because if you get a dog and you're not alpha enough, and they win a few times, they'll keep winning.
Mm-hmm.
And And there's the drawback to that system. So there's another thing is the way the term alpha is used. And I think there's where we have a problem. So let's go back to just basic communication, basic societies, right? So alphas are leaders. If you go to, let's go to all the red savages who occupied this country when we came, when the white man first came along, right?
Mhm.
Since everybody's talking about history stuff right now. So you had these tribes, like in the plains, the Sioux and the Cheyenne, and then you had tribes in the Southwest, like the Apache and the Navajo. And these were very successful groups, you know, and we designated, when our military met them, because remember, military, drill sergeant, alpha. Our modern belief in alpha is very militaristic term. So we designated a spokesman to be alpha, or they called it at that time, a chief, like Crazy Horse. So the Sioux were chiefs, the Apache. When in truth, the way all those societies had functioned very successfully was with leaders. There's a difference. You don't have to be alpha to be a leader. Think about it. There's a story, famous story about Crazy Horse was this amazing athletic general. I mean, he whooped Custer pretty soundly. And they say he was a great hunter, buffalo hunter. He could hang off the side of his horse's neck where he wasn't ever seen by the buffalo, run up to the buffalo and shoot an arrow clean through a bison. That's how strong his bow was. And what he did on hunts was he always made sure, because they always took just what they needed, he always made sure that he killed one or two more buffalo than he needed, and he brought those buffalo back to the widows of the tribe. That's how you became a leader.
That was very nice of them.
Yeah, it was very nice of him.
That was.
And then when they went to council, he also happened to have pretty good ideas and a sound, ethical answer for most of the problems that occur. So they didn't have an alpha leader.
They had a leader that could communicate with everybody.
Thank you, Care. You getting it, Golden Retriever? So
I am.
yeah. So
I see where this conversation is going.
all right.
For once in my life.
All right.
I'm like there with you, Rich.
Hallelujah. It's only taken us 3
I
years.
know, right?
So to be the leader, alpha really, if you want to be alpha, you're really looking to be the commander, right, Pop? Hmm? You don't do
Poppy's the
commanders,
alpha.
do you do commanders, Pop? No, Poppy don't do commanders. No.
She'll lick you to death.
She does leaders, yeah. And so what's the difference between a commander and a leader, Poppy? What do you think? What do you think, Carrie?
A commander, do they force you, like they command you to do stuff? I don't
Well,
know.
that's great. That's
And a
great.
leader leads you, like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
When I think of a leader, you have a good communication-based skills. Like a
Mhm.
commander's just, like you said, harping at you or whatever.
Right. So when you, Pop. So when you're, and that's essentially it. When you can communicate, dogs are born looking the way. When I grew up, we didn't believe in. No one had invented the alpha theory at that point. The alpha theory, as some of you heard me say, came along in 1972 with Dr. David Meck's wolf biology thesis that he later recanted in 1992 when he found out people were applying it to pet dogs. So when I grew up, it was dogs are born trying to please man. So when I started with my first dogs, I just figured they wanted to hang with me and I wanted to hang with them, and we just always got along. So the difference was a leader steps out on the field, and the way battles used to be, the military used to be, when we hear about all the heroes of Sparta and everywhere else, Achilles was at the front of the troops going, forward, and the men followed. They followed the greatest warriors. Today's military is different. Today, the commander sits behind all the men and says, "You guys go get them, and if anybody turns around and comes back, we'll shoot you." That's the difference between a leader and a commander. And a leader, when he says forward, never looks back. because he knows the men are following him.
Yeah, I thought the head person was supposed to go forward.
Yeah,
And
that's
lead his-
yeah, not anymore.
Hmm.
Not anymore.
This world's going to shit.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, can I say that?
You just did.
Well, this world's going to crap.
There you go. Crap.
Crap.
I don't know why you can say crap or not shit. Oh, did I say that?
But I think you can. I don't even think they bloop out bad words
On podcasts?
anymore.
No, they enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm like, so I was listening to like a radio station. They said that F word.
On a radio station?
This was
No.
this was in
Jamil's
Utah
laughing
or
at that.
Colorado. It was a different state, but no, they did. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Or maybe it was the B word.
Jamil, yeah, I think it was B word.
It had to. But still, that's what word would like. Back in my day, if you even said
Oh yeah.
"damn,"
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you're like, that's the world we live in now. It's crazy.
Mhm. So,
Anyways, back to
so let's
dog training.
get to the alpha stuff people talk about. One other
All right.
thing, all these people are telling you to be alpha, be the leader, but no one can really tell you how to be alpha. They come up with things like never let them walk through a door in front of you. One of the big YouTube trainers I saw said when you're walking your dog, he cannot walk in front of you because then he thinks he's the pack leader. No, if he's walking out in front of you, he thinks there's something really good to sniff out there, and he won't too damn slow.
I would rather have my dog walk in front of me and walk through a door first, because if there's something on the other side that
Thank
I
you.
don't want to see,
Your dog
he
will
can
take
get
care
to
of
it first. Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
that's
Car-
crazy to me.
Carrie's thinking like someone who's been trained with security dogs, not personal protection dogs. So that's, you know,
Oh, is there a difference?
just common sense. Yeah, they're the ones that don't want the dog walking out in front of them.
Personal protection dogs.
Personal protection dogs, sport dogs. And they also want the dog in the crate when he's in the car, because if they're not in the crate,
See,
they're
now
supposed to.
that's weird to me. I used to try to put my dog in a seatbelt, like a seatbelt, until my boyfriend brought it to my attention. He said, what if somebody tries to carjack you or something happens and your dog's in the back seat in a seatbelt or in a crate, like you said?
Right.
Okay, all that dog's training is useless if you
Yep.
keep him in crate.
Yep.
Like I know people that try to put their dogs in crates at night. Okay, how is that dog going to protect you? Like,
Not going.
I did when my dog was a puppy, just because he likes to poop and pee everywhere
Right,
or
well,
chew on
sure,
stuff.
but puppy can't protect
But
you
once he
anyway.
hit about 5 months, he was
Right.
trained enough to know we don't do this and this. So, yeah, I don't understand the crating at night with the
No,
dog that's
no.
trained
And
or
then,
in the car.
right, and this is one of the difference between the security dogs that we do, that are our security system, and the dogs that people just trying to go bite something. So, how do you get to that position of leader of the pack? We're not going to worry about being alpha. We're just going to be the leader of the pack. So, one last thing I would bring to everyone's attention before we get off on just the leader things. The whole alpha theory, if you think about it, it's got a lot of holes in it. The alpha theory says the dogs that are disobeying you or blowing you off are trying to take over leadership of your pack, right? So that means dogs are constantly fighting, or willing to constantly fight to get to the top of the heap and be the pack leader. So we got a dog, an animal who depends on the pack for his very survival. They're hunting stuff way bigger than them, and they need the pack to get together, right? And they've been around for thousands of years. And if they've been around for thousands of years fighting to be the leader of the pack, what would have happened 10,000, 2,000, 3,200 years ago when they were busy fighting amongst themselves?
They would have eaten each other.
They would have eaten each other, they would have started bleeding, and there wasn't no Walgreens, there weren't no antibiotics. They'd have died off. They'd have killed themselves off if they were fighting amongst themselves.
I've come to the conclusion that some dogs aren't fighting to be the alpha. Some dogs are just born to be dicks.
There's another one words you can't say, Jamil.
Oh. Sorry.
That's
Is this a family show?
her neighbor's name is Dick. She doesn't
Is
like
this a
it.
family show?
Yeah, this is her neighbor's name is. That's all.
Well,
The
no.
FCC is listening.
Because like Bullet, he listens to me. We got a great communication. But when he does, like, he's a male dog. Male dogs are, I don't know.
Like male humans are kind of.
Yeah,
fighting.
he likes to go and sniff
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, stuff.
I don't want to say the D word again. But that, I mean, my dog can be a butthole. But they say they take after their owners.
Troy said,
Yeah?
Troy said Carrie is on fire tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, Troy! Troy's my friend. I like
You
Troy.
got a fan, see?
Oh, Troy, are you my fan? You can stalk me. I'll let you, Troy.
So, yeah, so that's it. So essentially what we're talking about is when they're not doing what you want, it's a communication failure. That's all. It's really just a communication failure.
That means you spoil your dog too much.
Well, I think I spoil the heck out of my dog.
I do. I spoil the heck. I'm too lenient on Bullet. He's a good dog though, but I baby him.
Yeah, but they want to do more for you when you're babying.
And you know what? Yes, I find that. Yes, and when he's off sniffing, I don't try to call his name more than once because I know he's not gonna come.
Yeah,
But that has like you see, I've trained him.
right.
But we have a great communication. Like
Right.
I can, if I tell him something, he knows I'm serious. I'll just be like, I'll make
Right.
a weird noise.
Right.
I don't know if y'all caught that.
Dogs are looking for leadership. They're
Yeah.
looking for a leader. They're looking for someone. It's just like you come home from work, you know, Friday night, you got your paycheck, and you walk in the door and you say, "Hey, honey, I just got paid. Let's go out. You want to go out to eat supper?" And she goes, "Well, I just love to, dear. Where do you want to go?" And you say, "Well, I don't care where you want to go." And
I hate that.
and she, yeah, see.
I'm like, I wish the man would just take charge and you pick.
There you go. You hear what she just said, gentlemen? Take charge and pay, of course.
Yeah, and pay. Yes, don't
But-
forget that.
But dogs are the same way.
Yeah.
They don't want to make the decision any more than you or your wife
Whisk
does.
them off their feet.
Yeah, just show them what you expect, and they love to do it. It's as simple as that. There's some little things you can do to enhance your leadership style.
What do you want, friend?
You can give them kisses like Carrie does Poppy.
You do.
Here's a couple little things you can do. First, the biggest fault we make as humans is sit, damn it, please, sit, come
There,
on, sit,
repeat
oh,
the-
please. When you remember these rules, if you want to be the leader, if you want your dog to respond, when you give a command, never repeat the command, repeat the consequence. So if you say sit and they don't, reach down, grab their little collar, and give them a little jerk. Doesn't take a lot. I guarantee you that dog will soon start sitting the first time you say it, not the
Yeah.
third, fourth, or fifth, right, Carrie?
Yeah.
So the second thing is I would suggest is, you know, when your dog's way off in the field sniffing and you're ready to go, or you're at the dog park or whatever, and you holler, "Fido, come here, Fido, come on."
I knew you were gonna say Fido.
Oh, you did.
I did.
You don't like my dog's name?
No, because that's the one you go to.
Oh yeah, Fido's my buddy.
That's Sparkles. Let's start using Sparkles.
Sparkles?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sparkles, come here, Sparkles, come on, Sparkles, come on.
I'm gonna name a dog Sparkles. That's so cute.
You gonna let me finish this, or you?
Yes,
want
go
me to-
ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm done. I'm done. Carry on.
All right, thank you, Carrie.
You're
Your
welcome.
last name's On?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so and then when Sparkles doesn't come, what do? You go, "Hey, come here. I said, you better come here," and you change the whole tone of your voice, right? Because you get upset. Dogs are very keen on tones. You never saw him, but we had a Timberwolf that lived here for 5
I
years.
know. I wish I did. I love wolves. They're
Yeah.
so pretty.
Yeah. And this was a wild Timberwolf. You know, he wanted to be alpha. He didn't like me none at all. He always kept hiding when I'd have to throw his chickens over the fence for him to eat, because if I walked in there, he'd hide behind it. We had a big yard built for him, and he could run around, and he'd hide in holes he dug, and if I stepped in the gate, he'd jump up and try to get me. Yeah, oh yeah. He was.
Timberwolves, they're not small.
Oh no, he made great. He was as big as Apollo, bigger than Apollo.
Was he bigger than Bullet? I mean, Gunner, my Gunner?
Probably about the same size, but longer.
Yeah, they're long.
He was, yeah. But anyway.
Oh,
he-
sorry.
I would listen to him at night when he'd start howling.
Uh-huh.
And I realized after a year or two, his howls had different tones to them. Sometimes he'd start, and I don't know why, and I know that he's howling to communicate something, but sometimes he'd start with a real, just a, and then he would maybe raise it to, so they were like songs. I wish I had the sense to record them back then.
Huh.
But these howls, he went through a whole, what do you call, range of tones. So dogs are sensitive to tones. So when we holler, come here, I believe when you change your tone, you change the meaning of the command to the dog. You literally throw him for a loop. It's like, well, what the heck's he talking about? And so then when you holler and he's going, what are you talking about? And then you get mad, you go, I'm gonna come get you. And he looks at you and goes, oh, you wanna play it? He takes off running and you like a fool chase him. And he's going, oh, I'm having the time of my life. Then you call the dog trainer and say, my dog won't come when I call him and I wanna know why. All right? Familiar?
Yeah, well, yeah, when Bull gets on my nerves, I change my voice. But he don't think it's a game. He'll run and duck his tail and he'll go and hide. Like I beat him and I don't. So I need to talk to you about that. Wife.
Well,
that's another thing.
No, that's actually.
Is that
all right.
perfect for?
Yeah, if you keep, because the one thing I stress with everybody, like Carrie, when she went through our apprentice training program, is keep your voice tone conversational.
Yeah. Oh.
Always talk just like we're talking. Their hearing is 10 times better than ours.
I know, but then he should come and do what I tell him
Well,
to do
he
the first
should,
time.
but maybe he's in the middle of a scent. He's sniffing, going, wow, there was a whole bobcat went by here. That's really interesting. Give me a second, Mom. I'll be right there. Like if you're reading a good book, you know, and Chris walks in and says, hey, Carrie, make my supper. You go, wait till I finish. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not reading a good book. If you were watching a TV soap opera, that's what you'd be doing.
If Chris comes in and I better get my butt up and go make him dinner.
Okay.
So that is not a good scenario.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about. When
Yeah.
you're really interested in something, you may have to wait a few seconds, but be patient.
I normally
But
do.
wait. If you have raised this dog his entire life with conversational soft tones, and then you raise your voice like you do to Bullet, they totally get it. No matter what the command is, the tone of the voice says, Mama's pissed.
Yeah.
And then you get compliance. But the road to that compliance is not yelling at them and not repeating the commands. Never repeat the command, repeat the consequence. And then they know to respond the first time you ask them to do something. And all they're looking to do is learn the rules of your pack. And they expect you to teach them what those rules are. Simple as that.
Yeah, I'm learning correction is not a bad thing.
No, it's not. And that's men overcorrect, women undercorrect.
Yeah, I'm super soft on my training dogs. I've noticed that.
Yeah. To be a leader, just think about this. The leader supplies what the pack needs.
I just want them all to like me.
The leader just supplies what they need. And
I want
they
everyone
will
to
like
like
you.
me.
They will like you because you are supplying what they need. And
Okay.
dogs are very aware of that. So, got it?
Yeah.
I hope this adds something to value to somebody.
You did. You helped me, actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. So just remember, folks, never repeat the command, repeat the consequence. Never change your tone, keep it conversational, and love your dog. Couldn't
Yeah.
say it any other way.
And
All right, I got one announcement to make.
Oh, we're good. And now it's it.
Okay, the Golden
Announce it.
Retriever is
What?
leaving tomorrow morning.
I am, so I will not be in the podcast next Thursday. I know y'all are sad.
So, well, I'm going to tell it because it could take an hour and a half if she explains it.
Oh yeah, it will.
So are you excited?
I'm super excited. I'm super nervous.
Super nervous.
But you know that I haven't shut up. Oh, that's why I'm on point, Troy, because I'm super nervous. Or what did he say? I'm on fire?
Yeah.
That's because I'm so nervous.
Yeah, all I got to do is just give her an opening. She'll do the whole podcast.
I'm so nervous that I can't stop talking.
So she's nervous because I'm going to go cut in here because you guys, I know most of y'all want to eat supper or go to bed tonight.
I'm gonna shut up.
So the reason she's super nervous is she's going to the Old Dominion tracking and training seminar. It's the largest tracking seminar in the country.
I'm super excited.
Hundreds of departments sending their people there. There's 30 or 40 of the top trainers tracking scent detection people in the whole country that are giving classes all the way from beginner to advanced cadaver dogs, underwater searching dogs, how to get your dogs to scent, someone drowns.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm not excited for the drive, but I'm excited.
So the Golden Retriever is going to go up there and she's going to bring us back video and film of all this stuff. And when she returns for the first time here at Capel K9, we're gonna have our first master certified tracker. And she's gonna run our search and rescue tracking program
That's
for us.
right. I am. I'm super excited.
And,
I'm super excited.
and the first person she's gonna invite to join will be you, Troy.
Yeah, Troy.
Troy said, good luck, have fun.
Thanks, Troy. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I am. It's Bullet's real outing. And I'm a little nervous though because I thought my first dog outing, I guess you could say, like
You got-
to
is
another,
it
where I
gay?
would be with you or Stan.
Is he gay?
Who?
You gonna out your dog? I thought you
My dog out, like.
Oh, not out of the closet, just
No,
out.
you know what I mean. Like my first, I'm going to a dog event and I'm not with Stan or Butch. So that's really nerve wracking. Because I have to be the smart one that knows it
That's
all.
right, that's right.
And I don't. I'm just not gonna talk a lot.
We believe that, don't we?
I'm gonna practice my keeping my mouth shut and listening. I brought a notepad and pens and everything.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're gonna write instead of talking?
yeah.
Wow.
I know what a concept. So you actually learn stuff when you shut up and listen. I'm learning that.
Are you?
Yeah. Not today though, because I'm nervous, so I can't shut up. So this podcast could go on for hours.
So on that note, folks, since everyone would like to eat supper tonight,
I know I'm hungry too.
we're gonna sign off. Jamil's got things to do, and I got things to do, and Carrie's got more people to talk to if she can find them.
I don't. I'm all by myself. My boyfriend's gone for the weekend, so I'm all by myself tonight. All alone.
All right, all you stalkers and pervs out there.
I know. Please, somebody stalk me tonight. I have nothing to do.
So for this week, on behalf of the Golden Retriever and Jamil and myself, Stan will be back with us next week.
Yes.
We'll sign off, and remember, if you got any questions or ideas or topics you want me to elucidate on, just send us a note. Let us know. We'll be glad to talk about it. Thanks so much. folks.
And if you ain't having fun, you
You
ain't training dogs. But you almost forgot.
Almost forgot.
You're fired.